FA are willing to wait to appoint Pep Guardiola as England manager after Gareth Southgate's resignation, with the Spaniard expected to depart Man City at the end of next season. Gareth Southgate left his role as England manager on Tuesday after Euro 2024. Pep Guardiola remains the ideal candidate to take over from the Englishman. The Football Association, FA, are reportedly exploring the option of employing an interim manager to take over from Gareth Southgate so that the governing body can try to coax Pep Guardiola to become the next England men's boss. While it is not yet confirmed, Guardiola is expected to call time on his glittering tenure at Manchester City at the end of next season. Having won 15 major trophies, including the club's first Champions League title, his name has been thrown in the hat alongside several other candidates to succeed Southgate, who stepped down from his role as the England men's manager on Tuesday, following almost 8 years in charge of the national side. According to The Independent, the FA are willing to wait for and Guardiola, and while it is not their preference to hold off on making a permanent appointment, the Spanish manager represents such an outstanding candidate that they could appoint an interim coach in a bid to land their man. Southgate's contract with England was due to expire in December, and questions had mounted over whether the Three Lions boss would stay on in his role. Southgate's departure as Three Lions boss was confirmed on Tuesday following their 2-1 defeat in the Euro 2024 final against Spain. Several managers have been linked with a move to take over from Southgate, including England women's manager Sarina Wiegman, Graham Potter, Eddie Howe and England U21's manager, Lee Carsley. The Independent claims that Carsley is seen as someone who is ready to step up, considering his success with England's age-grade side, and the former Everton midfielder could potentially take a similar route to becoming England's next permanent manager. Guardiola, meanwhile, would remain the dream appointment for the FA, with the Spaniard having previously spoken out on holding a potential desire to step into international management as his next step. A national team, yes. Next step will be a national team, if there is a possibility. A national team is the next step, Guardiola said in an interview in 2021. I would like to train for a European Championship, a Copa America, a World Cup. But coaxing the 53-year-old away from Man City will not be an easy task, and there is a chance that the Spanish FA could look to appoint their countryman when Luis de la Fuente leaves his role, but his public support for Catalan independence has been seen as a potential barrier. Guardiola is renowned as one of football's greatest ever tacticians, having now clinched 6 Premier League titles, 3 Champions Leagues, 3 La Liga titles and 3 German championships. It is not the first time Guardiola has been backed to step into international management, with former Man City star Fernandinho stating that in 2 years' time the Spaniard will be coaching a national side. There's a chance he could coach Brazil, but I think there are other teams on par to possibly have Pep Guardiola as a coach in the future. No, I don't think Spain. The Catalonia-Spain issue, you know how it is. I would believe in England, where he is, knows the players and everything, and maybe Netherlands. His father in football, who is he? Johan Cruyff. I think we have to think outside the box. Style of play, it will depend on several things. I would guess that by 2030, the 2030 cycle, for the FIFA World Cup. In other words, by 2026, he would be with a national team.